I think we should be rethinking the way we protective style our hair. When I say protective style, I mean styles with added hair. So synthetic hair like Mali twists, spring twists, you know, braids with extensions, etc. Why I want to rethink is because I have recently had a setback that is solely based on the fact that I put my hair in a protective style with added hair, and I'm just, you know, I just started thinking like, what are we really protecting? What is really the protective style? And I just want to come out here and unpack this particular issue, because I feel like it's a conversation that needs to be had. Now, you don't have to agree with me or, you know, do what I'm going to be doing, but I'm just coming out here to let you know what I'm finding out. Okay, so why rethink protective styles? I think for so long Black women have thought, okay, since our hair is so versatile and since we are able to do all these different styles, it means that we have to, right? We grew up doing it. We feel like we must, you know, switch things up. Cornrows today, updo today, twists tomorrow, and then braids the next day, crochet the next, you know, flat twist the next, flat iron the other day. Like, it's great that we can do all these styles, but I just feel like we don't have to, particularly for people who want long hair, as in length retention is a goal of yours. Here are a few reasons why I feel like adding synthetic hair to your hair particularly can be harmful, and can actually set you back more than actually protect your hair. Before I get into that, I just want to say that I've recently started a challenge in this year, 2024. It is a challenge for that exact same reason. You want to challenge yourself to grow your best hair, and it does come with challenges because it's a challenge. So I want us to learn together and to improve and keep growing together so that we can get the best results that we can. In the videos that I've done, I do encourage people as a first option to protective style with your own hair. So cornrows and a wig, that's the preferred one, or just cornrows on their own, of course, if you're happy to rock that. Other than that, I did say you can use braids, twists, etc. with extensions, and I tried them myself, but there's a few reasons why it has been problematic to me. So here it is. Number one is the prep to get you into the protective style. And this happens mainly when someone else is doing your hair. So you have to wash your hair, deep condition, protein treatment, and then moisturize, and then stretch the hair, usually with heat. And then there's a lot of detangling, and then there is parting, and then the installation of the hair. So for me, that already is a reason to just rethink it. It's a lot of manipulation just to protect the hair. Next is the cost to pay the person, the cost for the hair, whatever products, etc. The cost of time, right? Depending, I don't know about you, but each time I've had my hair braided, I usually have to wait quite a bit in line. Even if I show up for my appointment on time, there's a huge line of other people waiting to be, you know, braided. So there is some kind of, you know, cost when it comes to actually time or investing your time to be able to do this. The installation is not always copacetic, so tight braids, you know, tension with the hair, the twisting, the bending, the sewing, etc. That it's a lot, you know, to get the protective style in. So yeah, I feel like that's reason enough for us to rethink. And then there is the issue of once you put your hair in a protective style, then a lot of us actually think it's time to just put your feet up, put your hands up, and just relax. Forget about your hair, forget about cleansing, forget about moisturizing. The hair is neglected. Come to undo the hair many months after, and it's breaking. It's just falling apart. Hairs all over the floor, the sink, etc. because it was chronically, extremely dry for extensive periods of time. I'm not saying everybody does that, but that is a lot of women actually do that, or go through that. I've already spoken about changing up styles, right? Just protective style. Today you're in a twist, what have you. Changing up styles comes with manipulation. Parting on its own is hectic on the hair. It's a lot of work, and it's a lot of manipulation, causes a lot of breakage to the hair. So that is a reason for us to think you know, is it actually protecting, or am I having a mini setback here to protect my hair? As you know already, our hair is fragile, type 4 hair, fragile in the sense that the cuticle is generally raised, fragile in the sense that every twist and bend is representative of a weak spot. And then, yeah, here we are adding weight, adding tension, adding things to the hair that just weakens it even more. The edges. How many women do we have that have lost their edges due to protective styling? I don't think that we need to say more. There is tension, there is heaviness, there is tagging, there is pulling. It's a mess. And I also think that you could have the longest, most beautiful, healthy hair, and in one sitting of protective styling, with all the steps I've discussed, you could actually set your hair back a year or even more, you know, because of the damage you incur with the breakage, with the heat, with the single strand knots that you get, with the split ends that you get from the heat styling, you know, from the tension, you know, the breakage, from the dryness. Like when you add all that up, it actually could set you back quite a bit. And another thing that I want to just speak about is how other cultures really just rock one style. Like when I say style, the hair is in one state generally. You either have straight hair, curly hair, wavy hair, etc. So you can put it up, you can put it down, pin it up, you know, do one side up, put in a bun, whatever, but it's the same hair. I don't know if you know what I mean. So for us Africans or African American Black women, we like to change things up quite a bit, and maybe it's time to actually consider what other cultures are doing, particularly because our hair is quite fragile. Maybe we shouldn't actually be switching styles up that much and emulate some of the things that other cultures are implementing to get healthier hair. This last one is just about the inner person, right? I don't know about you, but each time I wore like a new style or a flowy weave or whatever, like you just feel a certain kind of way. And I feel like maybe we need to deal with what's in here, because maybe that's what's causing us to need that change quite frequently, wanting to change up the style, wanting to look different every now and then. Maybe that needs to change a little bit in order for us to really then deal with the hair, because it might be that we're actually switching up those styles to mask something that's happening in here. Maybe we don't feel good about ourselves in here, so changing up that hair makes you feel a little bit better. I don't know, but I'm just saying this could be a possibility that we just do this subconsciously and do it on repeat, not knowing that we're actually doing it because there is an inner self that needs attention. All right, so those are some of the reasons that I think that we should be rethinking protective styles. I'll just go straight up and say that the best protective style is the style that you do with your own hair. That's the best. Even if you're twisting, turning, whatever, it's really your own hair. There is no friction or anything rubbing on the hair. There's no tension or tightness, heaviness. It's just your hair. So that's the best protective style to do. Just like this one that I have on. This is simply my twists, and I have pretty much like braided them a little bit. I'll just turn around. So pretty much braided them and put them up, and I'm done. So here are some ideas around how to go about protective styling a little bit safer if you choose to still continue using extensions, or what to do to sort of help you transition away from protective styling with synthetic hair. So first of all is just use wigs. I feel like wigs are probably the most low manipulation, low like handling when it comes to added hair or protective styles, because you can actually choose what kind of wig you have. I've done a video talking about, I think, 6 of the best wigs for length retention. Go check that out. But some of the wigs there are your afros, your curly wigs, your pixie cuts, you know, and wigs with bangs that don't actually need any blending or for you to do anything, no leave out, nothing at all. Those will be the best wigs. And also they, you know, you don't have to have that lace sitting on your edges, so you can actually just, you know, eliminate the issue of edges. If you're going to use extensions as in braiding hair, I would really highly encourage using Kanekalon hair that is straight, and probably do braids. Braids will be my top pick when it comes to actually braided hair. That's because it actually keeps the hair, you know, in, what's the word, in place the best. You can moisturize them easily. You can wash without really having the hair go anywhere, really, because it's stuck in the braid. And the Kanekalon hair is has less friction, not necessarily less drying. I guess less drying in the fact that it's smoother. But things like Mali braid can really wreak havoc. One of you guys suggested a video for me to watch where this lady was actually grading protective styles based on the hair type and you know what you're trying to achieve, etc. I found it extremely helpful. So I'll put a link below to that video. Go check it out. But braids is one that is actually recommended, I think, for type 4 hair. So braids, if you're gonna go Mali braid, spring twist, and I think treasure tress, I think fluffed up. Those are the two that I found to be the softest. But even then, you know, try and follow the curl pattern. Moisturize the hair before you install it. Moisturize the hair often, like not less than once a week when you have the style in. I've done videos how to moisturize your hair with the, you know, synthetic hair, etc. So go watch those videos for details. But if you're going to do this, then you need to be on top of your game. Another one is maybe crochet. And I say maybe because it depends how you install it, depends the type of hair you're using, and it depends how you care for your hair with the crochet style. Crochet offers versatility. It offers the ability to maybe rock your hair or something that looks like your hair without worrying about a wig blowing off or I don't know what other challenge. You can have a little bit of a leave out if you want it to look really natural, and that way the majority of your hair is still protected, so to speak. So yeah, that's another one that you might be able to try. Another tip is to steam. So because with protective styles like braids or kinky twists, etc., you can't actually deep condition or moisturize with heat. So one of your subscribers actually spoke about steaming, and I thought that was a great idea. So once you moisturize your hair, put in your glycerin rich water or just the mixture that I recommend. Go check out the videos. Once you put that in, then steam the hair. That will introduce heat and hopefully raise the cuticle to hydrate the hair a little bit, because the dryness that comes after synthetic hair is just ridiculous. And another thing is to really just take them down. I don't know. If you're using your own hair, you can go. I can go for up to 3 months with my own hair, protective styling with my own hair. But then with synthetic hair, I would say 6 weeks max. Because you would need to deep condition and really get to your hair. So don't try to go beyond that. The next point is to choose a signature style. Instead of switching up styles, just pick one. I'm a twisted natural, so I just do twists mainly. It's easy, you can recycle your parts. It's the same twist. I mean, you can change the sizes, etc. But you know, for recycling purposes, it's just easy to just do the same thing. And that way you don't have to make new parts, detangle your hair a different way, part your hair differently, what have you. It's just easier. It preserves more hair, it's gentler on the hair, and of course easier to maintain as well. So just pick a style and stick with it. I know people think it's boring to just do twists or just do braids or just do cornrows, but I've shown, I think it's a short, where you can actually do different styles just with twisted hair. So it doesn't have to be boring. But I think the idea that we have to look 100 different ways is something I think that we need to rethink. It's okay to actually just have 5 or 10 maybe tops in a lifetime, really, of looks that you have your official one, then you have your relaxed one, you have your protective one, you have your fun one, etc. But it doesn't have to be drastically different. Like, there's hundreds of people have done hundreds of different styles on their hair, which I think is just too much for the hair. We can do it, and if you want to do it, go ahead. But for length retention, I think it's actually quite damaging. I've already said choose hair wisely. So kinkier hair is going to be more drying. Straighter, particularly synthetic hair, is going to be less drying. Human hair, of course, is the best when it comes to drying, but then a lot of us don't like human hair. So, you know, pick which one works for you. So it might just be that you just rock your own hair, or use the Kanekalon straighter extensions, or human hair. And if you're gonna go kinky, yeah, proceed with caution. That's all I'm gonna say. Do your hair yourself. I think having someone do our hair is the reason we have to prep it, blow dry it, have it perfectly detangled, get those parts done, etc. So when you learn to do your own hair, choose a style, stick with it, learn how to do it, and that's you. That way you save money, you save time, you save your hair. Like, it's just easier and more user friendly, I guess, or hair friendly, length friendly, health friendly, to actually learn to do your own hair yourself. Install your hair carefully. A lot of us have grown up thinking that the tighter the better, the tighter the longer it lasts, etc. But and the tighter the more, the faster the hair grows. Lies. Just be gentle, particularly on your edges. You're not pulling and tagging tight styles, drinking Panadol before and after the style's been installed, going to bed in a certain position. Oh, never, ever, ever. Like, just do it comfortably. It should still be comfortable to wear a protective style, okay? You must not be in pain after your protective style. I've already spoken about recycling parts, but I've done a specific video talking about recycling parts. It's a game changer, particularly for type 4 naturals. You just pretty much rotate the same style over and over again. Detangle one section, twist it up, next detangle, twist it up, next. You don't have to undo all your hair. You don't have to make new parts each time you put a new style. You can wash, deep condition, and still find those same parts. So I think recycling your parts is a game changer. So that's it, guys. This doesn't mean you can't wear your hair in different styles, like I've already said. What I will be doing is trying to stick to my own hair as much as possible. Like I said, I've got some spring twists and the fluffed twisted up, which I've bought, so I may find some use for it. I may be trialing crochet just to see how that works, but natural hair is a journey. So you try one thing, you see how it goes, try one thing. If you find what works for you, then you stick with it. So right now I know these twists work absolutely for me, but when I just need an extra push or I just want to concentrate on that, because I remember when I was pregnant I couldn't get to my hair, so I actually put it in twists with synthetic hair for a while, and that really helped me go through that period of my life. So I know there's situations that may call for you to need to do that. So, I mean, I'm keeping my options open, but I will be proceeding with caution, particularly with kinky hair, synthetic hair, with caution. Other than that, this is me. You guys know I already rock my hair like this. This is how I look on a daily basis, and I'm cool with it. Embrace your texture. Love your hair. I'll see you in the next one.